Welcome back to Kempton Park. Something slightly different now. We've been joined by Racing to School, which is a lovely innovation, a lovely venture. Dave and I alongside them now. And we'll start with just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the school.
Yeah, so my name's Ollie McPhail. I'm the programme manager for Racing to School. We've been coming here to Kempton for over 20 years, and it's one of the first times we've had a very local school to the racecourse, literally 10 minutes up the road. And forgive me if I pronounce this incorrectly, Chenstone Primary School. And in fact, one of the teachers came on the school trip back in the day when she was at the local primary schools.
That is beautifully introduced.
Yeah, hiya. I was saying to them earlier, I remember coming here when I was about their age, having a very similar experience, and evidently a really great day because I remember it even now.
And given that you had that experience at Racing to School, have you wanted to get involved in the racing industry, or do you watch horse racing now that you've had that experience behind you?
I have to say no, but not because I don't like that specifically, just never been something I've got into, but it always stuck with me, how much goes on at a racecourse. It was something I never knew even before then, and then after the experience that these guys have had today, you then realise just how much goes on behind the scenes. It's quite remarkable.
Tom, we'll come on to our students very shortly. Ollie, you were a celebrated jump jockey before you joined Racing to School. How did you get into it?
I'm not sure about the celebrated. I think I broke my highlight here was breaking my collarbone. I was fortunate, so through JET's Jockeys Employment Training Scheme. So when I retired, I knew the writing was on the wall a couple of years before I retired, and luckily came and did a few days' work for the team, enjoyed it, and have been doing it ever since. So as I said, it's a charity that gets well supported by all the race courses. The kids have been here with a private box. All the race courses we work at. So we're at Redcar and Warwick tomorrow, Warwick and Musselburgh I think on Wednesday. So it's a show that goes on every day of a school day. We're at a couple of tracks.
So we've got Noah, Max, and Olivia here. I'm going to lean over to you, Noah. Is this your first time at the races today?
Yeah, and I've had a very fun time, and I'm very happy that we even got to go on the track and go some places where other people wouldn't have been allowed, and we got to have a fun race on the track as well.
We think of it as a very interesting world in horse racing. There are loads of different things to look at and to experience. What's been your favourite aspect of today, apart from obviously meeting the racing TV talent?
As well as doing the race on the track, watching the horse racing was very fun as well, because we were also talking to all of our friends and trying to bet on which horse we think was going to win. And
just on that, of all your friends, you've kind of got Willy Wonka's golden ticket. You've been the chosen few to come and talk to us here. Olivia, how much have you enjoyed today, and is it sparked an interest, you think, going forward about maybe getting into the racing world when you're older?
Yes. When we were having a look, we used math a lot.
Maths a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, when I was younger, I have to say, I wasn't particularly good at maths, but one thing that I did love was learning about all the form and the intricacies of the figures and that kind of thing, because it was a bit like solving a crossword for me. You might not have got to that level yet, but I can tell you it's very complicated and quite mathsy, so that might appeal to you.
Yeah, also, when we were measuring the track, we used math and I didn't understand it, but eventually I got it.
Well, you're not the only one who doesn't understand the math, to be honest. Dave, do you want to carry on?
Now, what's your favourite subject at school?
Probably maths.
Maths. So, mathematician, so again, there's an aspect to that in horse racing again. Can you work out the fractions, what the odds are and things like that? Have you seen much of that? No, but it has that mathematical side to it, doesn't it? I'm sure if you'd said your favourite subject was art, I was going to ask what you think of the horses and animals, but I'm going to ask that anyway.
The horses were very fast. The horse that I wanted to win didn't win, but then after that the horse did win that I wanted.
That's something I'm afraid that afflicts all of us who are involved in this great sport. Ollie, just to bring you back in, and on a serious note, one of my favourite sports is darts, which can be derided, but of course you never see a dart player who doesn't have absolutely razor-sharp mental arithmetic. And there are so many things, aren't there? So many different facets about being on a race course a day at the races that people can learn.
Well, look, today, it's about giving these kids an experience that they wouldn't normally have. 70 kids here today. Most of them hadn't been to the racecourse, all live within a sort of 10 to 15 minute walk. And it is a maths day. I'll be honest, we don't touch on gambling or betting with them. It's there's lots of other maths that we do with them. They've been in the weighing room, they've been learning about the weights and the measures, they've been doing an activity in here linked to averages. So it's all stuff they're learning at school, but just in a horse racing context. And it's just exposing them to something in a world, job opportunities. We've been talking about Hayley being on 999 winners, and the fact that girl jockeys get paid the same as the boy jockeys. It's a world that is unless you are brought by a parent or a family member, it's not something that really would you get an opportunity to do. So it's that's part of the work we're doing with them, and as I said, just as the teacher explained, just the whole show, you guys being here, the medical teams being here, there's all this stuff that happens that you just don't really appreciate.
And given there is so much going on today, I've got to ask the kids. Olivia, first of all, what's your favourite moment of the day? What have you most enjoyed about it?
Everything, but especially watching the horses arrive and then them getting ready. Also, I liked when we went in the measuring room.
Yeah, I mean, very good answer. I quite like the measuring room too. What about you, Alex? What would you say your favourite part or highlight of the day has been?
I liked the horse racing and measuring as well.
Okay, so 2 for the measures. Wonder if you could get 3 for the measures. What about you, Noah?
I liked when we got to go on the track and do the running, because it was very fun and the grass felt very nice to run on as well.
And you actually, I think you won the race, didn't you?
Yeah.
Being very modest there.
Won the race and won the pick to come in the paddock with us. Just also bringing back in Abigail. We've heard from the younger generation about their favourite part of the day. Coming back to the racing, what's been your favourite part?
I think I'd probably say seeing them exposed to how maths is in the real world. So learning about difference between metric and imperial, and then kind of introducing them to terminology that they go, oh yeah, I remember that, and yeah, I get a quarter pounder, that's where pound comes from. And I mean, I've learnt so many amazing facts today about Latin origin of things and where the term furlong comes from. So we're still learning, even now.
Yeah, there are quite a few skills that you can put into normal life in racing, aren't there?
Yeah, no, 100%. And as Ollie's already said, the amount of job opportunities that go into just one race day and the amount of race days that happen here, I wouldn't be surprised if some of them do go into it in the future.
Excellent. Abigail, thank you very much for your time. And great to meet you guys as well. I hope you've had a great day. Go on, Dave.
Better than double maths, isn't it?
Maybe not if they love maths so much, but yeah, great to see you. And Ollie, thanks so much for your time as well. Racing to school. And yeah, I think we've all learnt a lot.